This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
We don't eat, you don't eat.
We don't eat, you don't eat. We don't eat, you don't eat.
Former nursing home workers calling for action after a St. Louis facility suddenly shuts down. Thanks for being here at 4. I'm Kay Quinn. Brent Solomon has the day off. Friday, Northview Village nursing home closed, forcing residents out and leaving workers without a paycheck. 5 on your side's Justina Coronel joins us now in studio. So how is the city stepping up for those impacted by the closure? Justina?
Okay, today elected officials said that they're trying to hold these owners accountable in several ways. Now, the alderwoman for the area, Sharon Ty, has vowed to give $5,000 of her own money to employees, and she's even setting up a fund. Multiple elected officials attended today's rally asking for transparency, pay, and accountability. State Senator Carla May said she's asking the state for a possible emergency fund and to look into other facilities operated by the same owners. Now, just a week before Christmas, more than 180 workers expected Friday's paycheck, but left empty-handed. And Friday evening, the nursing home abruptly closed, with more than 170 residents forced to move out without many of their items. We're told those residents have moved to 14 nursing homes in the area. A nurse supervisor at Northview tells me she was there all night helping residents move out.
I came in on Friday evening at 1:45. When I walked out of Northview Village, it was 6 o'clock Saturday morning. I could not, and I would not leave until the last patient was left.
St. Louis's Job Center will have 2 emergency job fairs, one this Friday and one next week. Now, there are several partners who own Northview. One of them, Healthcare Accounting Services, tells me they have no comment at this time, and this matter is in their attorney's hands.
All right, thank you, Justina. New developments in the South St. Louis incident involving a police SUV that crashed into a bar. Just hours ago, the co-owner of that bar was released from jail after an altercation with officers. 5 on your side also obtained video from the owner's attorney. It shows the moment the police cruiser crashed into Bar PM on South Broadway. The bar owner tells us officers told him they swerved to miss a dog. Police say the officer lost control after almost hitting a parked car. Police arrested Chad Morris following the crash. They say he shoved an officer in the chest. His husband says it was self-defense. He faces 2 misdemeanor charges, but his attorney says he has videos showing the arrest was not warranted. 5 on your side's Christine Byers is covering this story today. Look for her reports tonight on 5 on your side at 5 and 6. The state is planning to move teens out of the Hogan Street Youth Regional Center in North St. Louis. It's a facility that multiple teens have escaped from this year. The Departments of Mental Health and Social Services of Missouri are teaming up to build a new facility at the existing Bell Fountain Habilitation Center in North County. It would replace the Hogan Street Center. Officials say the current facility needs $4 million in maintenance, and a new facility will provide much better space for staff and treatment of youth. Right now, thousands of service members are heading home for the holidays. This morning, St. Louis Lambert International Airport welcomed them. This is all part of the annual Green Day event. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay spoke with troops about their excitement to spend time with loved ones this year.
Holiday travel is always an exciting time, getting to reunite with family and friends. But as you can see behind me, the troops here, they were getting ready for a reunion unlike any other.
Every year in mid-December, USO Missouri hosts about 5,000 service members at Lambert, and that's what was taking place Tuesday morning. The annual event, known as Green Day Holiday Block Leave, marks the start of the troops' journeys home for 2 weeks of well-deserved family time. While the troops wait for their flights, USO Missouri provided food and activities for them. 5 on your side spoke with several service members about how ready they were to get home to their families and how ready their families were to welcome them back home.
I'm very excited. I would break my bank to just go back home and see my family. I miss my family so much.
They're really excited. They pre-booked my ticket in advance. They were just yeah, we're getting you home.
USO Missouri's mission during this annual Green Day event is to make sure troops know we appreciate their sacrifice that they've made for us and for our country. At St. Louis Lambert Airport, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Well, after one cold day, temperatures were back above 40 today. Not bad at all for mid-December. Here's a live look at the Gateway Arch downtown. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is in the Weather First Weather Center, tracking even more of a warm-up. Scott?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, Kay, what we're going to be looking at towards the end of the week and into the upcoming weekend, including Christmas Day, where temperatures will be well into the 50s. Some of us may even hit 60 before all's said and done. Now, it's still chilly out there for sure. We have a few high clouds rolling in. It's made for a pretty sky. That's St. Charles right now. Look at the lows this morning. For most of us, our coldest morning we've had so far this season, 14 in Baldwin, 16 in Wentzville. Lambert coming in with 21 degrees, the same temperature at the Science Center and in Arnold for lows this morning. We're now back up into the low 40s. Those high clouds keep streaming in, but that's pretty much all you'll get as we go through the overnight hours. Just some high clouds. They'll tend to thicken a bit tomorrow, but warmer days are ahead. Right now, we're in the low 40s. Tomorrow, we're in the mid-50s, and we're likely mid to upper 50s through the weekend. Rain is likely on Friday, Sunday, and Monday. It will be a wet, not white Christmas, the way things are looking right now. More on that in a few minutes, Kay.
Okay, we'll see you then. Thank you, Scott. And remember, you can stay on top of the weather 24/7. Just text the word weather to 314-435-5355. We'll send that Weather First forecast straight to your phone. As the Iowa caucuses get closer, GOP presidential candidates are taking their case to voters across that state. Meanwhile, President Biden faces wide disapproval over his handling of the Israel-Hamas war. NBC's Alice Barr reports from Washington.
With less than 1 month to go until the Iowa caucus, Republican presidential candidates making a final push before Christmas, with 16 campaign events across the state today, divided among former President Trump, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy.
Right now, it's going to take somebody with fresh legs to lead from the front.
And Florida Governor Ron DeSantis taking shots today at the former president who leads the pack in Iowa with 51% support in a recent NBC News poll.
Trump's rhetoric, I mean, he has said things like suspend the Constitution and things that obviously I disagree with.
Mr. Trump's most recent controversial comments centering on immigrants who he said were, quote, poisoning the blood of our country. The Biden campaign pointing to similar remarks from Adolf Hitler, even as a new CNBC poll shows the president's approval rating at a new low of just 35% and trailing Mr. Trump head-to-head. President Biden's steadfast support for Israel, part of what's costing him support, with a New York Times Siena College poll showing just 33% of voters approve of his handling of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, young voters especially critical.
I elected a Democrat against Donald Trump because I thought in the moments where it mattered most, he would not do what Donald Trump would do. And so now looking at the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, I think he's doing what Donald Trump would have done.
While others say the choice is still clear.
If you don't like how Biden is handling the Israel-Hamas conflict, just wait until the other dude gets in there.
It's just